Hello, everybody. I am Michael Ching. This is for SPE 593, and I am thrilled to present my applied project, which is titled Intelligible Speech Intervention for a Child with ASD and ADHD in ABAB design and multiple baseline among behaviors study. This project addresses critical challenges faced by individuals with autism spectrum disorder and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So let's explore this together. So we are going to start with the introduction. So ASD and ADHD frequently co-occur and often result in significant communication deficits and maladaptive behaviors. This study aimed to enhance functional communication and to reduce escape maintain behaviors, which can significantly improve social validity. Our research questions include, can structured modeling strategies improve intelligible speech? Can reinforcement strategies reduce maladaptive behaviors? And is the combination effective for children with ASD and ADHD? The participant will go by the pseudonym KalJam, is a 9-year-old boy diagnosed with both autism spectrum disorder and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Sessions were conducted in a clinic equipped with safety measures to manage risks like hitting or verbal protests. An iPad was used as a communication aid to facilitate manding. So let's now look at the methods that are being used. This study followed an ABAB reversal design to establish a casual, or actually not a casual, but a causal relationship from causation, not just correlation, between the intervention and the observed behavior changes. The procedures were divided into baseline and intervention phases. So for the baseline was conducted 4 times a week for 30 minutes each in a naturalistic setting. The data collection included partial interval recording, which involved documenting maladaptive behaviors, and the main part, which is the event recording, which is tracking correct manding attempts. So, and that was taken in terms of frequency, and it was taken in terms of how many the percentage and how much KalJam was able to do correctly within the realm of the instructions and how many times it was done incorrectly according to the teacher instructions of the program. So the intervention key strategies included communication modeling. So the RBT modeled target words with exaggerated movements and sounds. That was a part of the SD and the modeling. Um, Reinforcement, immediate rewards for successful manding, and behavioral redirection. So maladaptive behaviors were addressed with plan ignoring, and when the child has stopped showing their signs of distress or showing their signs of discomfort, they were returned to communication prompts right after. So we are diving into the data. Here is a graph comparing the occurrence of maladaptive behaviors and the percentage of correct verbal mands across baseline and intervention phases. So the top one is for the event recording, and the bottom one is for the partial interval recording. Um, During baseline, maladaptive behaviors occurred frequently, and intelligible speech was limited. Once the intervention was introduced, we observed a significant reduction in maladaptive behaviors and a steady increase in intelligible speech. These results demonstrate the effectiveness of structured interventions in achieving functional communication goals. Now, what do the results tell us? And we will discuss. First, the ABAB design, the baseline treatment reversal and reintervention design. It helped to confirm that the intervention directly caused the observed improvements. If you can see in the beginning, though, there was some overlap between baseline and intervention, but there was a significant enough improvement over here that um, I accepted this as the baseline, and every time I did the baseline over again, I made sure to uh, follow the instructions a lot more clearly, make sure he's in his environment is set up in a way that and his setting events are set up in a way that is beneficial to not just him, but to me being able to deliver the instructions and to follow the program exactly. So even though you do see some overlap here, there's a significant jump enough over here. And if you look at the other results, it does prove that the intervention was the cause for the behavior changes. So by replacing escape maintaining behaviors with functional communication, KalJam could express his needs effectively, which over time reduced his frustration. This study highlights the importance of functional communication interventions in clinical and educational settings. However, there are limitations to consider, which include the study being confined to a clinical setting, so we cannot test generalization to the natural environments like the home, school, or community. And long-term maintenance of these results are, as of right now, untested. For future studies, I recommend expanding to another environment, more diverse environment, in order to work on generalization. Um, I also recommend incorporating follow-up phases and increasing the sample size to broaden applicability. And in terms of generalization, we do not just mean locations too and settings. We also want to generalize the people that he is doing these programs with. So that includes parent follow-through at home and any other stakeholder or caregiver involved. And um, the natural environments, not just home or school, it could also be in places where the client tends to also seem to show signs of excitement and show possible signs of overstimulation because if the child can do it in those settings, in novel settings where the child is experiencing a lot of novel stimuli, which may either excite him or which would probably excite him, no matter what the emotion. Um, if he can do that, then it may prove it. It may make the program more applied and effective in settings where the child is more familiar and comfortable, such as home. So for the last part, I want to acknowledge the foundational research that supported the project. Uh, I want to acknowledge Cooper and the methodologies, as well as Madsen and Golden's insights into ASD and ADHD. Um, feel free to check these references. And I am thankful that you joined me on this journey. And I am excited to see where um, this program and all of our future, I'm excited to see where all of our future ABA journeys take us. Thank you.